Hello and welcome back to Musical Ukes, okay? And we're going to do our first proper lesson where we learn to play something. We're going to do two chords today, two really simple chords that we're going to use in the tune that we're learning, the chords of C and F. Okay, so before we do, a few little tips about practicing, because I've taught a few people over the years, mainly guitar, and one little tip is just try and practice every day. That doesn't mean practice for hours every day, just try to pick up your ukulele at least once a day, even if it's only for a few minutes, because by playing a little bit every day, your fingers will develop a kind of muscle memory, you'll remember where to go, and you'll actually learn faster than if you cram in like a 2-hour lesson, 2 hours of practice once a week. You're probably better off just picking it up for 10 minutes every day, and you'll do better. So try and practice often. You'll reap the benefits. Okay. So first thing I'm going to do is just learn where to put our fingers for the easiest of chords, which is C. Okay, the C chord. So I've got my ukulele in tune, and that was yesterday's lesson. Okay, so for a C, I'm simply going to take my third finger and pop it on the third fret. So 1, 2, 3. Okay, there it is. Of the A string. Remember, the strings are G, C, E, A. So that bottom string, this one, that's where I'm going to put my finger. And if I strum that, okay, I've got a C chord. Now when I strum, I often like to strum with my thumb. Some people like to do with the nails. But thumb's a nice, easy way to do it. You don't get too harsh a sound, a little softer sound. Okay. Some people even use a pick. Gives you a much harder sound. That's not as popular, more popular for a guitar than a ukulele. So, I think a nice easy way to do it is just practice strumming with the edge of your thumb. Okay, just your thumb just goes across, try and get you to, just look, doesn't really dig in. Just the edge of your thumb, and just start by playing downstrokes. So when you strum, okay, don't use your thumb like this. That's a bit inefficient, okay? So you're not actually moving your thumb. You're really just holding your thumb in place and moving your wrist up and down. Okay, so the movement should come from your wrist. Okay, if it comes from your arm, it's too big. Alright, so just a nice relaxed wrist. Imagine you've got some, you put some nail varnish on and you're just kind of drying those nails and... Okay, so when you practice your first chord, little tip, try and practice just strumming in time, just 4 downstrokes. Just count 1, 2, 3, 4. Because as a group, we're going to have to learn to play in time together. So it's always important, no matter how slowly you're playing, to play in time. Because what we're going to do next is play our second chord, which is an F. Okay. So for that C chord, I use my third finger. And you might think, well, why did it use your first finger? It's probably a bit stronger and feels easier to play. Okay. But the problem with that is when I then go to play another chord, I've got to move my hand all the way down here. Shift my hand over to get the F. Whereas when I'm playing my third finger, then my other 2 fingers really just drop on. There they go. And that comes off. And I've got my F chord. So the F chord is your second finger on the second fret of this string, the G string. This string stays open, so this string, your first finger on the E string is on the first fret, and the A string stays open. Okay, so you've got this chord and this chord. And believe it or not, there are thousands of songs you can play with just those two chords. Okay? Okay, so lots of fun to be had there. So a nice way to practice, little exercise to do, is to try and play 1, 2, 3. Just get it so you can play two chords and switch. Just two downstrokes with your thumb. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. So by doing that, what you don't want to do is do the old Father Ted thing. You know, where they go, my lovely horse. Pause. Always play at the speed at which you can change. Okay? Because when you've got to play with other people, you've got to play to a constant rhythm. So there's no stopping. Okay? So if you need to play it at this speed, or even slower, so you can change the chords in time. What you'll find is when you come back to playing them again, each time it'll get a little smoother, a little faster. Okay, and you'll soon be playing them without even thinking about where you're putting your fingers. Okay, so that's lesson number 1. Two chords, C and F. And there you go. So if you've not got your ukulele yet, don't worry, we've got loads of time to learn this, and these videos will stay on the page. So plenty of time once you get them to go back through the previous videos, tune your ukulele, start practicing, and as always, it should be fun. And one thing I always say, a lot of people say, oh, you know, I struggle with musical instruments, so I've got no time and all that sort of stuff. To which I say, nonsense, okay? Enjoy it, just practice. If you get frustrated at any point, just slowly work at things and you'll find you get through it. We've all had moments where we think, I can't play that, and then a bit of practice and you can, okay? So, so enjoy, that's the main thing while we're all stuck inside, finding new things to do, okay? And so that's the end. Here endeth the first lesson. So that's your homework. Two chords to learn, C and F. There we go. Cheers for now.